Okay, so today we're gonna fry some whiting, quick and easy. This is frozen whiting that I get from my local restaurant depot. I get it in bulk. Just pull a few pieces out the freezer whenever I get ready for some. And this is just how I basically season my fish before frying. I like to use this Caribbean Sunshine fish seasoning. You can use any kind. You can use Old Bay. I don't use too much. I just use just enough because the frying seasoning batter that I use also has a seasoning in it. I don't want it too salty. So what I do is I just season a little bit with that. And that just gives it a little flavor, more flavor that I like. This one has, you can see the ingredients in there. Garlic, pimento, white pepper. Okay. As a binder, I use a little mustard. A lot of my stuff is in bulk because I do cater. So I'm just going to put a little mustard in here. And this is just, it doesn't add any flavor. It's just going to help bind the batter to the fish. So I just coat that really well. My grease is already heated, so once I batter this, I'll be ready to put it in the oil. Okay, so this is the House of Autry seafood seasoning frying mix. So it's just a little flour that's seasoned already with flour and cornmeal in there. I already put some in a little bowl. And I'm just going to just toss that in there. And I'm just going to toss the pieces around in here. I'm going to press down because I like a nice coating on my fish. Just like that. And one thing that you want to note, if you're thawing out fish or even fresh fish after you rinse it off, you want to make sure it's completely dry. Get as much of the excess water out of it or moisture liquid out of it as you can, because remember you're putting it into hot grease, and water and oil and hot grease do not mix well. So I don't know if you could tell that these fillets were really dry. They didn't have a lot of moisture in them because I had them in paper towels and I have to soak all that moisture up. I did that off camera. So as you can see, the mustard is helping to bind this to the fish, and that's what I want. So I'm going to move you guys over to the stove area where I already have the grease hot and ready to drop these pieces. So give me just a minute. Be right back. Okay, just going to move you over here. So you can use any, you can deep fry, you can use any type of pan that you like. I have the oil, I have it on, mine goes from 3 to high. So I have it like on 3, maybe 4.5, as far as the heat setting for the oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake the excess flour off because I don't want all of that in the oil before I put it in. So you can get tongs and just shake that off prior to putting to the oil. And I should be able to fit all these pieces in here. So let's see. So again, I'm just shaking all of the excess oil off. that in there. And this could be more of a deep fry based on the pan that I'm using. And what I want is a nice brown, crusty coating on each side. So I'm just gonna let this fry for just a minute. So we'll just time and see how long. So right now, where I'm at is 10:10. While that's frying, I'm just kind of cleaning my area. So if you're watching this, tell me if you like fried fish. How do you prepare yours? Where are you from? Did you grow up eating fish on Fridays? I'm a country girl. Back where I'm from, most people had fish on Fridays. They did like a fish and grits. I am cooking grits right now. To go along with my fish. So if you want to know how to cook those, I can make a video as well. So it's been almost 2 minutes. So I'm going to flip it in just a minute. So one thing, you do not want your oil really hot because you don't want it to cook too fast, but you also don't want it to cook really slow either. Okay, so let me just zoom in a little bit. I can already tell this is going to be so good. So right now I'm just going to flip. You see how that golden, have to be careful. I'm going to flip that way. Flip that way. Going to kind of turn it over because I don't want it to break up. I like the whole pieces. Okay. So let that fry on that side for a little while. And it's still almost like a deep fry, so we're good. And it doesn't take long. Right now we're probably 3 minutes in. I told you guys I do have some grits cooking, and I'm just mixing those. These are going to be really creamy and good. I have some cheese in there, some white cheddar cheese. I didn't have any yellow, but I'm going to have some grits along with my fish this morning. Again, this is whiting. We do fish in this family, so somebody's out on the boat today, so we do get fresh fish a lot. Clean it and fry it up, so we always have some type of fish here. So this piece right here, I really don't want it to break up, so I'm just going to try and turn it. I can probably just get my spatula and just flip it over. So I just keep flipping until I get it to the desired crunchiness. Like I said, I like mine with a nice crunch and coating on it. But I don't want it to burn. You can't really overcook the fish, but you still just don't want to leave it in here too long. My setting is still the same, about 4.5. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit to 5. some juice ready as well. Sometimes I like to fry outside just because I don't like the smell in the house, but I'm cleaning today, mopping, bleaching, so no problem on a Saturday. The windows are open, it's a very nice day. So you see how that coating is on there, or that nice crust? I'm gonna flip this. And you can really do this at home. I mean, people like to go to the fast food, but I really don't eat fish from fast food all too often. I actually really don't, unless I'm getting like a fish sandwich from somewhere. So I'm gonna get ready to pull this out because it is done. You can put it on paper towels to drain the excess oil off. I'm just going to sit mine on a cooling rack here. I'm going to move you guys over to the rack to show you. That's just what I was mixing my grits with. I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Okay, that looks really good. And I don't want to keep this grease on. So I'm just gonna pull this off and let this cool, and I'll discard this later. I just kind of sit it in the oven for right now, just so it won't smoke up the house, and it'll just be enclosed in the oven. Just clean that area off. So as you can see, this is the fish. Looks really good. Okay. So my grits are done. My fish is done. So I'm just gonna plate it. Just simple country style breakfast. I don't need anything else. Just the fish and grits works for me. So I'm gonna turn those grits off. And people like their grits different consistency. I may have put too much liquid in here, the water, but I like them a little thicker sometimes, but these are actually really perfect, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna put those on there. And then I'm gonna put a few pieces of fish on here. This looks so good. I'm sorry, I just had a piece. It was really good. And I'm gonna put a little hot sauce. Tell me what your favorite kind of hot sauce is. Right now, I'm loving this Yellowbird Blue Agave Sriracha. I'm a Sriracha kind of girl. I know people like Texas Pete, Louisiana hot sauce. Let me tell you, I have all types of hot sauce that I use. So if you're by me, people know I love hot sauces. So I have hot pepper sauce. I have sweet and spicy sauces, the Tabasco. So any type of hot sauce, you name it, I have it. But this is what I have here. My grits are nice and buttery. The fish is nice and flaky, just the way I like it. And this is how we do it here in the country or in the South. Okay, let me know what you have for breakfast. Thanks for watching.